Moin Leute, nach längerer Zeit mal wieder ein ISS-Schulkontakt, der auch in Europa zu empfangen war. Diesmal funkte Luca Parmitano zu Schülern in Zagreb, Kroatien. Hier könnt ihr den Audio-Downlink von der ISS zur Erde hören. Die Funkverbindung reißt bei mir frühzeitig ab, da Kroatien von meinem Standort aus gesehen in Flugrichtung der ISS liegt, so dass es diesmal nicht von Anfang bis Ende gereicht hat. Aber seht selbst.
Hello, 9 Alpha 1 Alpha. I read you loud and clear now.
Das ist er ja schon.
9 Alpha 1 Alpha, this is Oscar Romeo 4 Terra, also called the session. I read you loud and clear. How do you read me? I copy you loud and clear. How do you copy? Nine Alpha 1 Alpha, I read you loud and clear. Let's start and welcome on board the station. Absolutely, let's start, over. Hello, Ivan. It takes 6 hours to get to the station, and we use the Soyuz spacecraft, which is a Russian little spacecraft. It takes 9 minutes to get to orbit, and then 4 orbits, each orbit of 1 hour and a half to get to the station. Hello, Matija. The training to come to the space station lasts about 2.5 years. And as all things that are worth doing, sometimes there are challenges, but let me tell you, it was one of the most fun times I've ever had in my life. Over. Okay, I didn't copy that. Ask again. Nine Alpha 1 Alpha, ask again the last question. Hello, the mission lasts about 6 months, and in my case it's 167 days. Over. Well, the ISS is mostly automatic, and so it's not very difficult, especially because we have a lot of help from the ground. Our job is mostly to do experiments and to do maintenance, and those things can be challenging in times. Over.
Hören wir jetzt überall die Antenne auch schon.
So we get all of our electricity from the sun. We have a huge solar array that change the energy of the sun into electricity, and we can power everything on the station. And for the water, we get supplies from the Earth through spacecraft, but we also recycle our own water.
So, ausgeschaltet, weil das hier nervt.
So we get all of our electricity from the sun. We have these huge solar arrays that change the energy of the sun into electricity, and we can power everything on the station. And for the water, we get supplies from the Earth through spacecraft, but we also recycle our own water. Hello. Yes, we do have our own beds, although they're not really beds. They're more like sleeping bags, and we kind of float inside the sleeping bag, and the sleeping bag is attached to a wall so that we don't lose ourselves while we're sleeping. Over.
Am nächsten Durchgang mache ich die Dopplerkorrektur. Aber ich mache es jetzt schon.
Hello, Jura. Have diet plans, because sometimes a specific diet, a very specific diet, is part of an experiment that we do. And but when we're not on a specific diet, we eat everything that's available on the station, which is basically the same things that you would eat on the ground, only they are either already pre-cooked or dehydrated. Then we add water. Over. Hello, Martin. Very good question. So, first of all, on the space station, you don't get dirty as much as you get on the ground because the air is very clean. Everything is filtered continuously. But to get clean when we sweat because we do a lot of sports, we just get some wet towels and then we pass it over our body with soap and then we dry out and then we are clean. It feels just like a shower. Over.
Ab jetzt geht die ISS schon wieder unter.
Well, I've been on the station so far for about a month and I'm doing great, so I hope that I keep doing great. Thanks also to all the sports that we do on the station. Over. Hello, Mihaela. It takes about 1.5 hours to orbit the Earth, about 88 minutes. It really changes with the altitude, but right now it's about 1.5 hours.
Aber bei S-Meter Vollanschlag noch.
Hello, Marko. So what we do with the garbage, with the space garbage, is that it's really rare that it really threatens the station. But as soon as we think that it's a problem, we change orbit so that we are completely clear of the space garbage. Over. So I actually talk to my wife almost every day through the internet. We have a thing called the IP phone where I can call her on the phone. It's only one way, so I can call her, but I cannot get phone calls. And then once a week, we can also do a two-way communication with camera so that we see each other. Over. Very good question. So hopefully we never get sick because unless you have a doctor on the station, we have to take care of each other. For example, I am the crew medical officer during my increment. So what we do, we have a bunch of medicines that they're off the counter so that we can get freely, like for headaches and stuff like that. Otherwise, we have to call the ground and there is a doctor that can help us give more support. Over. Okay, sorry, I didn't understand that question. We don't really have a procedure for solar storms because we are protected by the magnetosphere of the Earth. Over. Excellent question, Antonio. It's very simple. We go outside and we fix things. So in 2 weeks, I'm going to go out with my spacesuit to do some maintenance on the outside of the station, wearing a special suit for outer space. Over. Okay, I think you asked me what's my favorite free time activity. So my favorite activity is to look out the window and look at the Earth. Over. I'll tell you, right now I don't really miss much except for my little daughters. Over. Everything else is great. Over. Hello, Kristijan. The most beautiful things that I've seen while I'm in space, that's a very hard question to answer because there are so many beautiful things down on the Earth. I really like watching the ocean and the clouds. They constantly changing and they're always over. Oh, Bernard, the short answer is yes. I would love to be one of the first humans to go to Mars as long as I have a two-way ticket to come back to Earth. Over. Okay, that would be a bit the same way as we would change garbage, so we would change the orbit using our engine. Over.
Gleich war's das, wenn sie hinter dem Berggipfel da verschwunden ist.
No, Robert, so we actually use the same spacecraft that we came up with. So what we do is we go inside, we turn the engine on, and we slow down enough so that we start shifting inside and over. Yeah, slows us down.
So, sie ist jetzt unter 2 Grad Elevation schon.